You're welcome back to Channel Sport this morning. We're still talking athletics, and we still have Emmanuel Ojeli in the studio as well as Favor Ifekpe. Favor, let's talk about you now. I mean, your guy there, Emmanuel, has already made the standard for the African Games. For you, you surely looking forward to representing Nigeria as well. The national trials is next week.
Yeah, of course I am. I mean, not last year, not making it into Algeria, so I just had to throw my focus elsewhere. And I knew there was the All African Games for me this year, and it wasn't so far from my race. So that's where my focus is right now this year. So making it team, yes, I'm sure I am. Definitely.
Yeah, sure, as well, because I mean, it's been described like you're on the outside. You've got an outside chance. I mean, considering all the athletes you'll be racing against, I imagine you're doing the 200, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I mean, considering all the athletes you like to race against, how good are your chances?
Although, yeah, to be honest, my chances are slim, but then again, I tend to set higher goals and higher targets for myself. So, I mean, I always go out there being so confident, and when you also have a coach that motivates you, nothing is impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
So, even though the chances are slim, I'll still go there and do my thing.
Do your best.
Yeah, we saw this race you're saying you finished second. You know, Emmanuel, of course, Rowudo, that's the other Emmanuel, came first in this one. We know how good it is, I know. But you coming second simply means there's a kind of a chance for you to really, get into the All Africa Games. What are you going to do differently? Because the national trials is next week, Tuesday in Abuja, so you have to post a very good time to be able to make the team.
What I'm going to do differently is just to put in more effort. That's just it.
That's about it.
Yeah, just put more effort. That's what I'm going to do different.
Interesting. I mean, I like the fact that you're ambitious and you want to go for it, even though you know it's going to be very, very tough. I mean, it's not easy, ever easy in athletics. Emmanuel, let's talk about you as well too. The World Championships, like you see, you talked about the standards are very, very, very high. I mean, to make that trip to Qatar, you need to run 45.35 seconds.
Yeah.
Come on, man. So.
Definitely. I know how I can run it. Yeah. If I should make the team to Morocco, yeah, I know that we competition, we good competitions.
More competitions.
Yeah, in more competitions. I know I can hit the standard.
Yeah, Obinami too, when we interviewed him, he talked about athletes not having opportunity to really compete in many, championships and events for them to have a build-up to national championship, international championships and all that. How many have you gone for this year, Favor?
My third competition,
yeah. This third one, the MOC is the third one. And you, Emmanuel? Three also.
Yeah. 3 in 6 months.
3 in 6 months.
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge. And you're lucky because, you're with MOC, that's the reason. So one is how many in Nigeria and how many outside Nigeria? Favor, you first.
For me, 1 outside Nigeria and 2 in Nigeria.
Okay. And
1 outside Nigeria.
That's the Gabon that you got that good timing and all that. Yeah. Okay. That's I've spoken with some international athletes and also the one here former athletes talking about the fact that the national trials is coming too soon for some athletes because you programmed the fact that it's going to be July and now it's in June. Are you guys really ready? Is it not too soon?
According to my coach, you just go there and enjoy yourself.
Okay.
So for us, we just go there and put out what we have. Yeah.
Basically, for us, we're always ready.
That's it, as an athlete.
Program, the kind of coach we have and everything, support, care and everything. We're always ready. So, I think for us, we're good to go.
Yeah, I love that. That's ready. I mean, support and care. That's good.
Yeah, very important. I mean, as the Boy Scout thing, they're always ready. They have to be ready regardless of whatever uncertainty that might be, obtainable in the country. So, good one for them. Looking forward to seeing you guys race at national trials, and hopefully you can make the team.
Yeah, of course.
So any final moments or final words that you have to say to maybe tell other young athletes who are coming up and want to get into the business of athletics?
Yeah, the only thing I have to say is don't give up, because for me, the thing that works for me, although I felt tired at a point, I felt tired because training was too hard, but not giving up and also appreciate your coach, appreciate people close to you. That's just it.
And believe in your coach.
Very, very, very important.
Okay, all right, guys. Call it a wrap here. Thank you guys for coming on the program.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully you stop by after the national trials, and also maybe if you get a shot, the world champs in Qatar.
There's no,
Yeah.
we're gonna keep monitoring
Right.
your progress, and definitely you can be assured of that one. Okay, that's it for athletics. For now, we need to go on a short timeout. When we come back, it's going to be all about the FIFA Women's World Cup. We're going to be talking about Nigeria's chances of advancing to the round of 16. That's the Super Falcons. Stay with us. All right, then, welcome back. We saw highlights of Copa America action between Peru and Bolivia. Ended 3-1 in favor of Peru. For Bolivia, they scored the first goal in 5 games, but it wasn't enough to get all 3 points. For Peru, some familiar names there on target. Jefferson Farfan, for example. My goodness, the guy's been playing for a long time. The longevity of South American footballers is just incredible. Anyways, let's move on from the Copa America. Let's talk about the FIFA Women's World Cup. And we have our guest in the house. He's been away for a long time, but he's making a grand return. Kayode Ahmed is in the studio. Kayode, it's great to have you. Welcome back tonight.
Just call him?
Well, it's understandable.
I got carried away with the
It's
hairstyle.
understandable with the
What
hairstyle.
did you do to your hair? I mean,
Well-
it's like us Lambo right now. You have something like
Well,
that.
I was just coming back from America as well.
Excuse me. Sometimes you just want to
Looking more
change
like the
looks,
NBA fan.
well, they are no longer LeBron Raptors.
Yeah.
They are now Toronto Raptors,
Wow.
and it was well deserving.
Absolutely. So welcome back.
Thank you very much, guys.
To
It's good
have
to
you
be
back.
back on the show.
Right.
Okay, let's hit you up with what is happening. Okay, we'll look at third place team's coefficient. I mean, there's been a lot of permutation. I know. I told Tayo on the night when Falcons failed to get that draw they needed. I'm not going to worry my head about mathematics and all that. Irene was going to put things together, and he also put some other stuff together, and they'll come up with how it's really looking like. But they have to wait till Friday, whatever statistics you guys have come up with that. So,
Yeah. Kayode is a better
Mathematician.
than you. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
talk about the...
It's not about the YDX now. It's
Yeah,
talking about
okay,
differentiation,
sorry,
but looking at the permutation, the Falcons are working a tightrope.
Okay.
It's quite understandable that they found themselves in a very tough group, and
Very unfortunate.
they made the best. They gave their best. We can't say now that it's not good enough, hoping that the games between Argentina and Scotland that will be played later today, Argentina have 1 point, Scotland none. Should they draw, we're still in contention. We still have to look at the game between Cameroon and New Zealand as well. Both sides have no points. Then the Chile-Thailand encounter. Because we have 14 teams that have qualified, we have 2 more.
Right.
We're still hoping to become one of the 4 best losers. If we get to qualify, fine. If we don't, we'll take solace in the fact that we gave it our best, especially against France, where they tidied the defense and those soaked the pressure and hope to eat against the run of play, feeling hard done by. But the girls will take solace in the fact that they fought, though they lost. But we hope that they're able to make it to the round of 16.
There's that glimmer of hope. That's not Falcons.
Yeah, there's still that glimmer of hope, though it's slim.
Yeah,
but
because it's not even in your hands.
it's
and
not in
you
your
have to
hands
depend
anymore.
on-
Do you understand?
on-
It's not in your hands anymore. You just have to hope for the best and keep, like in this part of the West, keep praying.
Hopefully all the teams just end up, all the matches end up in draws. Right, that's what we're hoping for. And that's the criteria there for the Falcons if they want to advance to the next round. The 4 best teams among the ranked 3rd in the groups will be determined by greatest number of points in all matches and superior goal difference in all matches as well. So very important. Most goals scored in all matches. Best disciplinary record as well as drawing of lots. Hopefully it doesn't get to that one. It's a lot more straight.
Record, we don't have that red
Yeah,
card.
how many red cards now?
Well, we don't have that at the moment. A number of players on yellow cards. One of our players got red carded in that encounter.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't get to Lots
all
because
that,
Lots
yeah.
has not really upped our course. Remember the FIFA Under-17 World Cup in
Right,
2003,
I
Nigeria,
remember.
Costa Rica.
I
Well,
remember
we can
that
only
one.
hope for the
Lots
best
might just be good
because
for
it's
us
not in our
because-
hands
yeah.
anymore. And we just have to sit back and hope
Wait.
that it just falls in our favor.
Hopefully, that's it. Anyways, so all the best to the Falcons. We're still hoping that all those matches end in draws, so they can all have 1 point apiece.
1 point each,
And
yes,
the
absolutely.
Falcons with 3 points will qualify eventually as one of the 4 best 3rd place teams. Let's still stay in France, where action, of course, continued yesterday. History was made in the matchup between Brazil and the Azuris, Italy. And it was a 1-0 win for Brazil. Marta was on target. She's now scored 17 World Cup goals, highest ever, male or females. Marta, I mean, what more can you say about this woman? I've been watching her since I was a kid. And she's 33 now, and she's still firing on all cylinders.
Well, remarkable.
17.
To set yourself apart in the World Cup, regardless of the gender. Because she has now moved ahead of Miroslav Klose, who scored 16 goals.
Yeah.
That is very, very remarkable.
Wow.
And what other player would achieve that if not Marta? The irrepressible Marta, who was being there on that women's football, won the World Player of the Year, the women's version, a number of times. A number of times. Six times, whooping 6 times, and she's still going strong. And if you look at it, at 33, she's still standing a chance of coming for another World Cup.
Why not?
Recall my hand played till her late 30s.
Yeah.
And majority of the ladies in the US national team,
They go really,
they have
really
advanced in age. And we see that often, even with our national team. Look at Onomebi, her 5th appearance at the World Cup since 2003, and she's still going strong. For women's football, it's quite longevity. Thumbs up to Marta. They had to just set themselves apart to say, go take the sports kick, because history is in the making.
Right.
And she did make history. 17 goals at all the World Cup she's participated in, surpassing a male.
Yeah, very important to say that all World Cups.
You just have to plug that in, surpassing a male, because Miroslav Klose has 16 goals, and a woman has scored 17 goals at the World Cup. Before that to be broken again, at least it will last for a while, and she would enjoy her time in the sun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you said, she can still go to another World Cup.
Definitely.
Where she's playing without, any serious injury. So congratulations to Marta, the top scorer in the World Cup, male or female. Action will continue today in the World Cup in France, and let's bring you some of the matches to expect later today. There's going to be a few matches that we won't say we're not really, okay, Argentina,
That's
Scotland,
what we're concerned about, the goalless one. It's gonna be
Japan
goalless.
and England.
game.
Yeah, so Scotland and Argentina goalless, according to Cecilia. Goalless 1-1, 2-2, I don't care.
Well, the English have scored, the English have won 2 games. They have 6
So
points.
we're not bothered
We're not care about
Japan have
or
4
England.
points.
We don't
Japan
care.
likely would go, because Argentina with 1 point now would want to win that game against Scotland and be in the mix as one of the top 4 best losers.
Right.
That was why I said, should Argentina win, it kind of limits our chances, talking about the Super Falcons. But if it ends in a draw, that means we're still in the mix.
All right, then. So we'll see how it pans out later tonight. By the time we come back tomorrow, we'll have a better picture of how, Nigeria's chances of advancing to the round of 16. From the World Cup, let's come and talk about the Africa Cup of Nations. Just 2 days to go. Our kickoff is going to be on Friday. It's in Egypt. We all know that the Super Eagles have been in Egypt for the last week. They're in Alexandria as well, to where they'll be playing all the group stage matches. And it's exciting times again after missing out for the 2 times in a row. Yeah, they're back and they're raring to go. Alex Iwobi looks like obviously will make his debut in that particular competition. How is he speaking about his expectations for the tournament? All right, then we'll try and get back to Alex Iwobi in a bit now. But Alex Iwobi Kayode, one of those guys that will be making their debut at the AFCON. And I don't know, what are you expecting from a player like Alex? If you've watched all the matches he's played for Nigeria, there are a few people still not entirely convinced that now it's going to major tournaments like the AFCON. What are you expecting from him?
Well, he's been a part of the team for quite a while. And 15 of the players that featured at the World Cup were playing for Nigeria at the Nations Cup. That counts for something. Having the core of your team, majority is still intact. And Alex Iwobi has played a pivotal role in a way. So sometimes he offs and puffs, but you know about the potential that he's got going for him. And on his day, he could wreak havoc. We saw that in the World Cup qualifying game against Zambia. Himself and Iheanacho has fallen down the pecking order.
Right.
But Alex Iwobi is still going strong, and we should expect much from him, especially that he's young. It's his debut Nations Cup, and he needs to deliver at the international stage for Nigeria. Yes, a number of people are still not sure what to expect from the Super Eagles. They're in a relatively easy group on paper.
Correct.
On paper. And they should be able to get the better of the teams, make it out of the group, and let's see how far they can go.
From there, one match at a time. Let's listen to Alex Iwobi now. His thoughts ahead of the Nations Cup.
We're looking forward to the AFCON, and we're preparing right now. We're looking forward to taking part. Everyone's always going to say on paper that we should go through, we should qualify with ease, but we know it's not going to be easy. I mean, every team is in there to try and do their best to try and win, and it's going to be almost like a war. It's going to be a serious battle and fight. Every game is going to be really competitive, so I'm sure Madagascar, Burundi, even though it's their first, they'll come with a lot to prove, to show everyone that why they had the chance to get into the African Cup of Nations. I think both of them finished really well in their group as well, so we know it's not going to be easy. We haven't really put a point on what we want to achieve, but we all have this idea that we want to win it. If you're on a competition, you want to go there and win and bring back the trophy, so that's what we're going to try and do. Like I said, we're confident. We're going to be working hard, and hopefully we can do not just ourselves proud, but the whole nation proud as well.
All right, then Alex Iwobi is very confident that Nigeria can actually go to the AFCON and do really well. That's Alex Iwobi. Let's put him aside for now. Let's talk about someone that's won the Nations Cup before, Mutiu Adepoju. Golden generation, you'd say, and he's also been speaking about what to expect from setting his targets, basically.
Yeah. Well, for the headmaster, we should, well, as a patriotic Nigeria, would be optimistic that Nigeria will do well at the World Cup. Like Alex Iwobi did allude, I hope they make us proud. Starting from the quarterfinals, which I hope Nigeria will definitely find themselves at that stage when push finally comes to shove. When you now start meeting the major contenders where the boys will be separated from the men. That is when we'd expect them to actually deliver at that crunch stage. And for Mutiu Adepoju, I know definitely we'll be urging the boys to go all out to get us our 4th AFCON after doing it in 1980, 94, and in 2013. And having been out of the Nations Cup twice in the last 2 editions, in
Correct.
2015 and in 2017, Nigeria definitely has a point to make. I hope eventually we are able to go as far as possible and possibly get to win it again.
That's a good one, because when I listened to him, he was talking about no worries at all. He's not worried about the Super Eagles. And even when people are talking about the fact that the midfield is a bit very light, I mean, don't have a heavy midfield, like about 3 or 4 midfielders. That's what he's taking to the Nations Cup. Does that worry you?
In a way, it does. But the experience of John Obi Mikel should count for something. And the fact that Wilfred Ndidi, being one of the best DMs in the world, should also be a positive that we should count on. Ogenekaro Etebo, at the end of the day, did well for Stoke City.
Yeah.
John Ogu, okay, maybe an above average season in Turkey. You say, okay, he didn't go with so many midfielders. But with the ones we have, I believe they should be able to do well eventually. All
right, they should do well. We need to go on a break now. When we come back, we should be listening to Mutiu Adepoju talking about Super Eagles' chances at the World Cup in Egypt. Nations Cup, yeah.